Oh, I guess I forgot my code. They ain't cut me. Yes, they did. They must have cut me. Man. Already? Since year 2.
Hey yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy Chad bringing y'all another video, man. In this video we got to talk about Don Lemon being fired from CNN after 17 years of working there, as well as Tucker Carlson being fired from Fox News. We'll start off with Don Lemon first, because this has been something that should have happened a long time ago. You know what I mean? When they got rid of Chris Cuomo, when they got rid of Brian Seltzer, whatever this man's name is, they should have got rid of Don Lemon right there with them, because of the fact that all they do is just push woke propaganda for the Democrats. Like, and nothing they really say makes any sense. You know, Don Lemon comes out here with these takes and they're horrible. I'm just like, where did they even come out with this stuff? And I honestly think that a part of him being fired is, you know, his shows weren't bringing in many views like that. You know, Tucker Carlson was taking views from everyone. He had the best whatever type of show, best news show, nightly news, prime time, whatever you want to call it. Plus, Don Lemon had been like, he was like primetime CNN, then they boosted him down here, then he went down here, then he went down, and then he gone. And like I said, they did this to Brian Stelter, Chris Cuomo. They really got rid of all the people who helped push their agenda, push their propaganda for these networks. They just got them up and got them gone, especially at CNN. CNN, you know, also got the new producer or so, and they were like, oh, we're going to be anti-woke, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, oh, okay, like, I mean, it makes sense, I guess, but it's like, it's a little late for you guys to be trying to switch tones now that, you know, you've done the damage. But Don Lemon did say he's been blindsided by this, just because of the fact that he was really doing a show like just the other day, and then he comes in the office this morning and he's done. But yeah, man, so we'll go ahead and read this article. This is by the Shade Room. I don't even use the Shade Room for news. I've already seen this somewhere else, like this actual news, but I do think it's you know, pretty good to actually show. But before we show that, we'll just go ahead and show you what Don Lemon said. So he said, I was informed this morning by my agent that I had been terminated by CNN. I am stunned. After 17 years at CNN, I would have thought that someone in management would have the decency to tell me directly. I don't know why he's stunned, because like I said, he's been getting demoted from his position prime time over and over again. So it's not really a surprise to me or anybody else, you know, personally. People are saying, I'm shocked. I think people are more shocked by Tucker Carlson. Plus, Tucker Carlson being fired from Fox News has completely overshadowed whatever Don Lemon's talking about. But it says, at no time was I ever given any indication that I would not be able to continue to do the work I've loved at the network. It is clear that there are some larger issues at play. With that said, I want to thank my colleagues and the many teams I've worked with for an incredible run. They're the most talented journalists in the business, and I wish them all the best. And, you know, this little unhinged breakdown that these people are talking about, he recently was talking about civil rights roles with Vivek, I think is his name, Vivek Ramaswamy. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. And he basically was like, you don't know anything about black people, like, you're not a minority, yada, yada, yada.
How they got it? They got their Second Amendment rights, and they actually got, the NRA played a big role in that. But today, down the
NRA did not play a big role in that.
Absolutely, they trained black Americans how to use firearms.
That's a lie. That's not. The NRA did not play a big role in that.
This is just historical fact. But
it's not historical fact.
The part that I find,
because you say it's historical fact,
the part that I find insulting is when you say today black Americans don't have those rights after we have gone through civil rights revolution in this country.
You are sitting here telling an African American about the rights and what you find insulting about the way I live, the skin I live in every every day.
Here's where you and I have
the
a different
freedoms
point
that
of view.
black and white that black people don't have in this country, and that black people do have.
Well, here's where you and I have a different point of view. I think we should be able to express our views regardless of the color of our skin. We should have this debate
I'm not saying you
without me
express your
regarding
views,
you as a
but I think
black
it's
man,
insulting that
but
you're
me
sitting
regarding you
here,
as a fellow citizen.
that you're
That's what I
sitting
think we should
here,
see.
whatever ethnicity you are, explaining to me
Whatever ethnicity
about
I'm,
what it's like to be black.
Whatever
in America.
ethnicity I am, I'll tell you what I am. I'm an Indian American. I'm proud of it. But I think we should have this debate. Black, white, doesn't matter.
I think we should have this
on
debate.
the content of the
if you're going
ideas.
to do it, you should do it in an honest way and in a fair way. And what you're doing is not an honest and fair way. Okay?
With,
but we appreciate you coming on.
With
Thank
due
you
respect, Don, I look forward to continuing that conversation.
We'll
Thank
continue
you.
the conversation.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you, Papa.
We'll talk about China.
Yes, let's talk about China.
Next time you come back.
Oh, thank you. Much to say on declaring independence from China.
Okay,
Something you can
move
add
on now, please.
Thank you.
You know, that was like a little thing that people were upset about during this actual debacle. But yeah, back to the actual story. So Don Lemon was stunned, says he wasn't giving any indication that he'd be fired. The news came on Monday, today. He put it on Twitter like I, just showed you guys. Said he was informed today. Don Lemon out at CNN. Here's the note from Chris Litch, chairman and CEO. To my CNN colleagues, CNN and Don have parted ways. Don will forever be a part of the CNN family, and we thank him for his contribution over the past 17 years. We wish him well, and we'll be cheering on him in his future endeavors. Now, like I said, when it comes to these companies, when they use you for their little political agenda, their propaganda, and they use you, squeeze all the living life out of you, they chuck you right to the side. Because as soon as they see, ratings aren't the same, we're not getting as much money, people clearly don't want to see these people, Brian Seltzer, Chris Cuomo, Don Lemon, talk in prime time or nothing, and what they saying is not registering with the people. So once new management comes in, they see there's no money being made here and this isn't happening, then we get rid of you. It's so simple. We get rid of you. I don't know why that's confusing for anybody. But it says Don Lemon has been embroiled in controversy. In February, Lemon faced widespread backlash after remarking that Nikki Haley was past her prime as a woman in her 50s. I mean, he was only telling the truth. Like, as a woman, you have a certain window before you're out of your prime. Like, your 20s and 30s for you being a woman are your prime. You can have kids, you look youthful. And after that, it just slowly starts declining. So it's not like he was telling false statements. It's just that telling the truth, if you haven't been telling the truth during times when you should have, when you finally start to, of course the woke mob is going to turn on you and say we got to cancel them. Then they stop watching you because you were getting along with the go along. And then as soon as you started changing face, different things started happening. Then a Variety report published early this month blasted Don Lemon as an aired allegation on him exhibiting misogyny and diva-like behavior throughout the years. Not that they call this man a diva. Go Don Lemon, go. But yeah, that's basically Don Lemon. Now about Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson was basically the face. I would say Tucker Carlson is the face of Fox News. He was doing everything for Fox News. He had the most views for a nighttime airing show across any network: CNN, ABC, NBC, NPR, whatever you want to call them, PBS. Tucker Carlson was that dude when it came to Fox News. Like, when you tuned in Tucker Carlson, he told you a story. He broke it down, everything. Did I watch Fox News? No. Did I watch CNN? No. But I knew that Tucker Carlson, from the information I read online as well as what I've seen, was getting the job done. I kind of think for Tucker Carlson, this is one of those kind of blindsided moments as well. The difference between Tucker Carlson and Don Lemon is I don't think Don Lemon's going to get much work besides more propaganda pushing type stuff, versus Tucker Carlson, I feel like it's going to have no problem finding any new opportunities or anything like that. And I do think that this is a result. Him being fired has to be a result of Fox News and the Dominion lawsuit settlement that happened, where Fox News basically lost and paid lots of money. Somewhere along that, I don't really know the exact details, but I feel like that has something to do with why Tucker Carlson's gone, just because maybe the allegations or anything like that. But yeah, Tucker Carlson is gone. Maybe he'll start a podcast after this. I honestly have no clue, but I do think that what Tucker Carlson was doing was more beneficial than what Don Lemon's doing. And if you don't think so, it's because CNN and all them, including Fox News, they push so much propaganda. You know, just because I agree with some points that, you know, Tucker Carlson them made, I'm not going to just sit here and just be like, there's no propaganda coming from Fox News. No, there is. Every news network pushes propaganda. But when you look at how much propaganda was pushed by, you know, like, it's one thing, excuse me, when propaganda is pushed by one side and all these news networks are all saying the same thing, but Fox News being the complete opposite says something different. Sometimes just like, it's something going on where everybody agrees but one side, you feel me? And that's just kind of how I see it. But we'll get into the article here. So it says Fox News parted ways with Tucker Carlson as well. The decision was shared in a brief announcement which pointed out the parties had mutually agreed to part ways. Fox News Media and Tucker Carlson have mutually agreed to part ways. Tucker's last show was this past Friday. The statement wrapped with Fox thanking Carlson for his service to the company. And I'm guessing, you know, Tucker Carlson probably got a bag agreeing to part ways. You know what I mean? But like I said, I think this is over the Dominion thing. We want to thank Tucker Carlson for his service to the network as a host and prior to that as a longtime contributor. Parting ways with Tucker. According to NBC News, it was not specified on why the two decided to part ways. The network has not responded to requests for comments on the matter, and their official announcement did not feature a comment from Tucker. The news of Tucker's departure comes almost a week after the network agreed to pay nearly $800 million to Dominion Voting Systems in a settlement. And they said Don Lemon and Tucker Carlson meeting on unemployment line on the same day.
Look at us.
Look at us.
Huh?
Who would have thought?
Not me.
They both were unknowingly, you know, had this happen to him, which is, you know, sad. But anyways, man, you know, I just think this is crazy to happen, you know, all same day. You know, Don Lemon gone, Tucker Carlson gone. It is what it is. I mean, Don Lemon should have been happy. Tucker Carlson, you know, some probably with that Dominion software more than we know about from that lawsuit and that settlement. Probably had to go. But anyways, man, leave a comment down below on what you guys think. I just wanted to bring you this news because, like I said, you know, these news propaganda sources, they're pushing out content. Now they're letting people go. And I think that the Fox News, you know, letting Tucker Carlson go is bigger news than Don Lemon. I don't think people really care about Don Lemon having to go. They're more surprised by Tucker. If we're going to be honest, a lot more people are more surprised by Tucker than Don. But yeah, it's been your boy, Chad. I'm out. Peace.